fam, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name is DANII. This is my lifestyle channel. I post videos about my lifestyle. I post videos about trips that I go on, me shopping, hauls that I'm doing, a review that I'm doing. I love subscription boxes. I canceled all the ones that I had because I'm going to start new ones for the fall. Upload videos based on my lifestyle. So they're genuine, they're honest, I'm transparent. I may slur my words, I may pronounce words wrong. I'm not perfect, but I'm just taking you along for the ride in my life. And this video is going to be 5 tips that I have for you if you are trying to return to school. So if you're 35 and up, even if you're like 32, 33, and you are wanting to go back to school for your bachelor's degree or your associate's degree or whatever, I think that this video will help you because there's a lot of things people don't understand and don't realize that they need to take care of before they even think about registering for school. And they get, you know, in class and they're all ready to go, and then they get a phone call. You ain't got no money. You can't pay for your classes. You don't want that phone call. You get pulled out of class. That's more embarrassing. So, okay. So let's get into these tips. So my first tip on an adult trying to get back into the swing of things with college, whether that be an associate's degree or a bachelor's degree, the first thing, and I mean literally the first thing and the most important, I think, is financial aid. So there are so many scholarships and grants and ways to pay for school. No, it's not easy, especially for grown-ups like myself. I had to get a student loan, also had to get, I was able to get a grant and able to get a scholarship. And because my family size was whatever my family size was and my income at home, I was able to get the grants and not have to pay for them back. So I was blessed in that area. But if you're someone who has a job and you work for a company who offers tuition reimbursement, that's golden. Because number one, as long as you keep your, and I don't know what the stipulations may be at your job, but as long as you keep your B average or maybe even a C average, they will help you pay for your degree. What happens is that you pay for whatever your semester's bill is. So say you have 2 classes and it came up to $1,200, because a lot of schools, and I'm just using that as a ballpark figure because a lot of schools, 1 credit is $1,200, but we're just going to use this for the sake of the video. And I wish I knew how to do that, like side by side chalkboard thing. I'm gonna learn how to do that for the next one. Okay, so what happens is you pay your $1,200 for your whole school bill for whatever semester that is, and once you get your grades back at the end of the semester, you submit that to your human resources department, and they will go ahead and process everything, making sure that your GPA is where it's supposed to be, and they will then reimburse you your $1,200. It should be the same thing you paid. I haven't done tuition reimbursement because they started tuition reimbursement after I graduated. So thank you. Anyway, they will just pay you back the money in a check, and that's how they give you tuition reimbursement. So financial aid, number one, most important thing you need, because you can't go to school without paying for it. You have to have money. Tip number 2, daycare and elder care and pet care. Please, guys, you definitely, if you have children like me, I still have 4 kids, but when I started school, they were younger, and I needed daycare, needed a babysitter. Thank God I had my mom, but she wasn't here all the time, so I had to find somebody to replace my mother to help me babysit so that I could go to school at night after work. Please make sure that you have daycare. If you are taking care of an elderly family member or a parent, make sure that you have someone to take your place, just like you would have a babysitter for your kids. Please make sure that grandpa or mom or dad is taken care of at home, because trust me, you do not want a phone call in the middle of class saying that you know, you need to rush home because the ambulance is at your house and because grandpa fell or your mom fell. It's horrible. You don't want to go through that. Just make sure you have adequate elder care at home, adequate child care, and also pet care. I didn't have dogs when I was in school, but you know, if you have a cat, cats are usually self-sufficient. But if you have a dog, and God forbid you get a new puppy and you just started school and it's just you need to make sure that that puppy is being walked or taken care of by somebody, because when you come home, you will have surprises all around your house. And I know you don't want poop surprises and stepping in pee when you come home. That's my second tip. You want to make sure that your daycare, elder care, pet care is squared away so that you can concentrate on your academics. Tip number 3, what I think should be number 3, because I've been through this a few times, and that's knowing what you want to major in. So don't be like me, because I wanted to be a nurse, and then I work in healthcare right now, and I always wanted to be a nurse, but I kept hitting these roadblocks and stumbles, and just, you know, I got thrown off track, and I was like, maybe I don't want to do nursing anymore, because I don't want to be like on the floor. I don't want to do patient care, like direct patient care. I wanted to be behind the scenes, which was healthcare administration. But then I was like, I don't want to take accounting. I'm scared of math, so I might as well just do something different. So I decided to try my hand in public health, which is a lot of writing and a lot of papers, a lot of studying, a lot of statistics, and that wasn't for me either. So I decided to go back into healthcare administration, but more on the business aspect. So I had to take statistics. I was running away from it, wound up having to take it anyway. Ended up taking statistics. I did get my associate's degree, and having an associate's degree is wonderful. Knowing what you want to major in is important, because you don't want to be going back and forth with majors. And let's not front, guys, we're not spring chickens anymore, okay? You're not 25 where you can be like, maybe I'll do this and maybe I'll do that. I did that, and I wasn't 20, and it was very, very hard for me to make that transition. It's already hard enough to make the transition into going back to school as an adult as it is, and then not to know what you want to major in. So I'm not like yelling at you. I'm just saying, make sure you know what you want to do before you start, because you would do like I did, and I went through all my prerequisites for nursing, and then wound up not even, I got into a nursing program, but I didn't finish that nursing program. So I was like a couple of credits shy from my associate's degree, so I just went and did that, but that's not what I wanted. You know what I'm saying? So make sure you know what you want, unless you have a job where you just need a basic degree to get the promotion that you want at your job, or your job said, hey, you know, why don't you get your associate's degree or your bachelor's in a simple whatever major, communications, or in communications or business, and we'll give you this title, and that gave you a couple of extra dollars in your paycheck. Unless you have a situation like that, I would say make sure you know what you want to do. Tip number 4, online or campus. Are you going to be a traditional student, or are you going to be a non-traditional student? The traditional students are the students who, regardless of whatever age you are, and I mean from 18 to 80, because when I graduated, there was an 80-year-old getting his degree. So there's no age limit on school. I just want you to know that. Doesn't matter how old you are. If you want that degree, you want to go back to school, do it. And congratulations for signing up, because you wouldn't have clicked on this video if you didn't want to know what to do, right? All right, so if you're going to be a traditional student, a traditional student is a person who is on campus all the time. You are, you know, you take all your classes you take all your classes on campus, and you're in the library, you're utilizing the campus and its amenities, facilities, whatever you want to call it. And, you know, you're there, you see your professors all the time. That's a traditional student. A non-traditional student is somebody like me or you who works full-time or even part-time, but you go to school at night. So I would work from, when I was a part-time employee, I would work from 7 a.m. to 12 noon. I would get out at 12, go take my kids to the babysitter, and I would just go to school. And I would be in school from like 2 o'clock till 8 o'clock. My last class was at 9:40, I think. So the non-traditional student is most likely the category that you're gonna fall in, because you're not the traditional, I'm here at 8 o'clock in the morning, professor, and you leave at 3 o'clock like normal students. You have jobs, you have other obligations. Those are the non-traditional students. And there's nothing wrong with being traditional or non-traditional, because some people that are 40 or 30 or 35 may not even have kids or elders that they're taking care of, or even a pet. Single people who are my age and they want to go back to school, they could be a traditional student. So don't put yourself in a box. I'm just saying there are traditional and there's non-traditional. If you want to take classes online and you haven't been in school for a while, I would suggest you take at least 2 of your classes on campus the first time around, because let me tell you something, these professors are not like the professors back in the days. And any of you young people who are in college right now, go ahead and comment below and let me know how your professors grade, how they are, how they teach, because you went to college right out of high school like I did in 1998. They don't teach like that anymore. I promise you they don't. So you need to be on top of everything. And if you feel like you can handle an online class, online classes are more flexible, but online professors give you more work. They do. They give you more papers to write. They give you more. You need more resources for your papers. They give you more homework. You have to have your homework and assignments done at a certain time, usually like 11:59 at night. And any minute after that is you either getting a 0 or they taking off mad points. So you don't want to lose points. So just make sure what you want to do if you want to take online classes or be on campus. I love being on campus. If I have the support at home, I love to be on campus because I like to sit in the front and raise my hand and ask questions. I like to be one-on-one with the professor and know that I'm getting what I need to get and I understand the concepts. Number 5. Books and supplies. Guys, please, please, please make sure you have the right edition textbook that you need for your class. Just because your friend had the class last semester and she had the 5th edition, now we're working on the 6th edition in your class, and the stuff that's in the 6th edition is not going to be the same thing as in the 5th edition. The cover may be the same, but I promise you, I have done this. You get that 6th edition and like, oh, Keisha gave me her book from last semester, I'm gonna be good. No, because now you know what happened. Chapter 5 is in chapter 18 and chapter 18 is in chapter 17, and the publishers and the editors of the book, they switch these books up like underwear. I'm telling you, they just had the class last semester and you got a whole new book already. Like, I don't understand how they do that, but that's how they make their money. And professor tells you to turn to a certain page and you all happy on chapter 6, but that's not what we're going over, because we're talking about marketing and now you're looking at business strategies. Like, pay attention and be in the right chapter, and save yourself the embarrassment. Also, you know, the basics, your pens, your pencils. Make sure you have your notebooks. You don't want to sit in class and be unprepared. Please, please, please be prepared. There's nothing more embarrassing than, you know, you being a grown-up and you're in the class with 18-year-olds and 20-year-olds and they're all, you know, studious and they're all prepared and they have everything, and you sitting there because you forgot your notebook. Like, just be on time, do what you need to do, have your supplies, have the correct textbook, and you will be off to a great start. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up and let me know in the comments if you are registering for school. This is the end, what is this, almost August. So we'll start college in the fall. August, the end of August is usually the time when that happens. Let me know if you have any questions that you don't want to ask in the comments. You can please feel free to email me. My email will be in the description box. Ask me anything, and if it's something I feel that's not too personal, I will make a video about it. But I promise that there will be a second video to this one. In the second video, I am going to address tips on how to be a successful adult student. So thank you so much. I will see you in the next video. Bye.